Army Warfighting Assessment is the first of its kind. A series of soldier-led assessments held in a rigorous and realistic operational environment. The AWA maximizes collective training resources and future force development priorities. 41 different concepts and capabilities are assessed. These exercises allow the Army to explore the art of the possible, providing a more experimental environment to help shape the future. Over 5,000 soldiers from 6 different nations, with elements from the Air Force, Marines, and Special Operations Forces participating. They're deceptive. They operate secretly and remotely, infecting armies of computers with malicious software. Cyber criminals exploit weaknesses in computer systems to destroy, modify, or steal data. They target victims using high-tech programming called botnets that threaten anyone using the internet. To prevent or stop cyber attacks, use up-to-date legitimate software on your computer. Go to eur.army.mil/vigilance and protect your personal information.
Like a candle to a flame, we burn bright, then we burn away.
Despite our best efforts to prevent it, domestic violence still occurs.
I could see us in the distance. I could see a light through the gray.
Someone else does care, and it's okay for me to go get some help.
But I'll be honest,
Unless you actively seek help, seek other resources, it will continue.
We pray for continued and steadfast courage to stand against all forms of oppression and violence in our world.
Some say, well, I stayed because of the children. I believe that's the primary reason to leave, is because of the children.
Everyone in our community plays a role in upholding the community values.
We pray for so many children who live and have lived in violent homes, and for those who have witnessed and experienced so many unbearable and painful events.
Let's all work together to help stop the cycle of violence, whether it's a man or woman or children, and to make sure we put an end to the things that happen to so many people.
Nope. Mr. Pop.
Listen to AFN Crystal Clear. Take it with you anywhere you go with the AFN Europe app or stream us live with AFN 360. Bring your day back to life.
Groovy. Can you tell me the difference between wrong and right? This man can. His name is Knight. John Knight liked to be right. He was quite bright. In fact, before I finished saying it so, he knew rhyming his name would mess up the flow. So he got online and changed it to Nate, helping the narrator, who did much appreciate. Now Nate had a problem, one we all face. It's in our culture, and it's a disgrace. Now while being right was good, and he good at it, it was others that were wrong and couldn't admit it.
Consent matters,
He thought to himself. But I, the narrator, again recite, asking you the difference between wrong and right. Listen closely to what is said. Then, these lessons hard learned you should spread.
My style is my choice.
Everyone has a voice.
Everyone deserves respect.
Something I'll never forget.
Because it wasn't my fault.
There's no excuse for sexual assault.
My clothes are not an invitation.
Be a part of the conversation. I know right from wrong.
Together we are strong.
I shouldn't be blamed for a crime against me.
These statements are common sense. I would think we could agree. But that's just not the case, because the statistics are clear. In the military alone, over 20,000 victims last year.
72, I
He swats them away in disbelief.
That has to be incorrect. I'll just have to check.
But after checking the report, the official's yearly release, John Nate, who was always right there in black and white, couldn't believe his own sight. Despite these statistics, these are the facts. There's still a problem. We all need to act. An odd feeling began to take hold. Any number is too high made him feel cold. It was there in that moment, breaking the fourth wall, straight to the camera.
Listen up, all. Think really hard before you cast blame.
The cameraman struggling to keep him in frame.
Think it over and over and over again. It's happening to women and it's happening to men.
It was then John Nate fully understood that you are the key to changing these numbers, maybe for good. So the question remains, if you are able, what are you doing in the month of April?
When Soft trains, we operate in hyper-realistic environments. We want to recreate the training situation to be as realistic as possible. And when our forces hit the ground, they're going to conduct it exactly like they would in the real world. And places like AWA give us that opportunity to train to standard.
If you look at our theater of operations right now, whether it's Iraq, Syria, Afghanistan, we are almost always going to fight as a joint combined force of some kind.
For
a special operations or a special forces soldier, they should be able to read the environment, be able to digest it, and really act rapidly in order to come up with a very risk-prudent and valid course of action.
It's extremely beneficial both for conventional and soft forces to seek opportunities to exercise that interoperability before crisis and before conflict, because we know when conflict happens, we will work together on the battlefield. Now is the time to do it and train it and prepare for that eventuality.
I'm Thomas Anderson with your cyber forecast. Increased virus infection rates point to a large identity theft front sweeping the community. This is more than likely the result of unpatched home computers. Protect yourself this virus season with the latest OS patches and updated antivirus software. Cybersecurity is a team effort. Get your free home use software from the link on the Army fact sheet for family awareness at eur.army.mil/vigilance.
Danger zone! Oh, hey, I know what you're thinking. What is wrong with that soldier? I know, I have headphones on, and yes, I'm in uniform. As of May 6th, Army Directive 2016-20 authorizes the use of headphones and earbuds in uniform, unless the unit or installation commander prohibits otherwise. So go check out the specifics and freshen up on AR 670-1 to make sure you don't get caught in the danger zone!
I'm Fred Ryman, a retired NCO, Air Force NCO, and I served from 56 until 76. My last assignment was right here in Lindsay Air Station in Wiesbaden in 76, and I was with the 1st Mobile Comm Group.
I am retired Sergeant First Class Andres Cortez. I served from 1983 to 2004 as a platoon sergeant for the 454 Replacement Company in Rhein-Main.
My name is Vincent Cromartie. I retired from the United States Army in 1993 in Hanau, Germany as a Sergeant First Class. I served from 1972 to 1993 in Hanau.
My name's Robert Pierce. I'm retired CW4. I was with the United States Army. My last assignment was at the Finton Army Airfield, which is located just outside of Mainz, with the 205th Aviation Company. It's the Chinook outfit.
Thanks for being loyal Americans. You represent the United States of America in small villages around Europe. And make no mistake about it, your presence helps us as a country in very profound ways.